Chicago turns to socialism to fix its self-inflicted crime problems. It makes absolutely no sense why anyone would turn to socialism and think that will work. It has never worked in history, ever. So now you put a black socialist in charge of your city and expect different results. Well, in fact, is actually worse off than what y'all were before. It makes absolutely no sense to me. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. Has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news. In typical cities, law enforcement apprehends criminals and grocery stores continue their operations. However, in Chicago, criminals seem to enjoy freedom without restraint. Grocery stores are forced out of business, and the mayor's perspective appears to favor socialism as the only viable solution. Mayor Brandon Johnson is currently suggesting the establishment of government owned grocery stores as a means to address food deserts in the city. And y'all know I talked about this before. Well, this comes in response to the recent closure of 4 Walmart locations and 1 Whole Foods. Walmart asserts that its Chicago branches have not been profitable since their inception 17 years ago, with losses of quote, tens of millions of dollars, nearly doubling in the past 5 years. So, I mean, why would you, in your right mind, have a business in Chicago knowing that this is happening? So they have no choice. And to not be profitable in 17 years and to still continue on, I can't believe they made it that long. But this financial decline aligns with Chicago's shift towards policies perceived as pro-criminal, resulting in increased lawlessness. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce estimates that over $2 billion worth of goods were stolen from retailers in Illinois in 2021. Even as Chicago's arrests for retail thefts plummet since the pandemic's onset, Chicago appears to be unwilling or unable to apprehend and prosecute shoplifters, negatively impacting law-abiding residents seeking access to food. Now, Mayor Johnson contributes to this issue by actively defending criminals and their actions and endorsing policies that quickly release criminals onto the streets. Now, his proposed solution to reverse Chicago's decline is not to prioritize addressing retail crime and creating a conducive environment for businesses like Walmart, but to place government control over a few grocery stores. The outcome of this move can be easily predicted. As a matter of fact, I predicted it before when this first came to light. A few weeks ago, I think I did a video on it. And criminals would retain their freedom to steal from Chicago Mart or other retailers. Of course, these government-run stores would incur substantial losses, which taxpayer would have to bear, rather than a corporation like Walmart. So essentially, the people will pay for it. Essentially, Chicago residents would be indirectly subsidizing shoplifting and enduring potential poor business decisions made by the notoriously inept Chicago government. Why would you trust Chicago government to run anything? They can't even stop people from doing something as simple as shoplifting. But under the leadership of both Mayor Johnson and former Mayor Lori Lightfoot, Chicago has consistently made decisions detrimental to its own interests. Instead of addressing the root causes of its problems and fostering an environment conductive to business, Chicago seems poised to apply questionable solutions to self-inflicted wounds. All of this appears to stem from a misguided belief among Chicago leaders that criminals should have a free rein in on their actions. They need to recall this mayor. I think that's the only way to fix the problems. Recall this mayor, get someone in that's actually tough on crimes and to do something about this. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.